Welcome back to Laugh Track Gaming. I'm Christian. Patrick's running all over the place because we're at my house and we don't have a wireless mouse. With a wireless mouse.
Alright.
I remember this.
So go over and sit yourself in the right, so that you can get some soul in the hot spring with that weird guy. Hit him with the dream nail and he'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? This is my fun.
Why does it disturb me?
Because disturbing you is fun. Alright. Now go sit on the bench and exchange your charms.
Okay. That's not the right one.
You don't need the two first ones. The Gathering Swarm and the Compass, you don't need at the moment. So you can choose something more combat-oriented. I would either go to the left, no. I would either go for the Soul Catcher or down and to the right. Bottom most right one. Grim Child. Those would be the most useful in this situation.
What does that one do?
It's a familiar that attacks enemies. It's a range. It does a ranged attack at them, which is I've found pretty useful in this.
Okay. No, let's come back. Oh, look at the little guy.
I know, isn't he adorable? And as you do,
if he was a stuffed animal, I would buy.
I think there is one for him. But as you progress through the
I forgot I have a double jump.
Oh yeah, do a little practice on all your abilities real quick. So you epic range, double jump. You have nail arts. Hold the attack button. Give that one. That one. You do not have the regular slash yet. But yeah, nail arts are useful, but they take a bit of charge. Go to the back. Go to the left. Inspect. So if you win, you get a Geo and a Charm Notch. Charm Notches are nice. Go to the right. So once you get a Charm Notch, you can get another. You'll have 6 in total, and so you can switch out for another charm if you want. I would recommend using the Mark of Pride and Quick Slash. Quick Slash is ungodly. That combination is my favorite.
Oh, it's seeing a fool. Is he calling? Well, maybe that's all the people in back.
Good thing about those guys is they move slow, so it gives you time to do it. Now, don't overly rely on charged attacks on nail arts because they are useful.
Yeah.
But they take a long time to charge up, and if you get hit, then it's disturbed. You're better off just attacking. Oh yeah, I forgot about those guys. They're annoying. Just hit them. Oh yeah, don't forget you also have spells.
Yeah, the reason why I keep holding my charge shot is because how is that split? Well, the reason why I kept on holding my charge shot is because I'm so used to playing like Mega Man.
Where you just hold attack. Oh,
yeah.
Jump up on a platform and heal. These guys are kicking your booty. These guys are easy sauce. Spell at them. Oh, frick. Grim is useless right now.
Why?
So, as I was going to tell you earlier, as you progress through the Nightmare DLC, the Nightmare Troop DLC, like each time you collect all the flames and go back to the big guy and talk to him, the Grim Child upgrades. He gets stronger. And since he's the base form at the moment, he doesn't attack yet. He doesn't attack till the next form.
Okay.
So
why? Okay.
Well, because I forgot, because you haven't done anything with him yet. I thought we had done stuff with him. Charm Notch. Oh, you can deflect those back at him. And those damage him. Kind of funny. Or you can just juggle them in the air.
Well, that was easy, but...
close, they will just slash at you. So, like that. You might want to jump over him. You're cornering yourself on something where you can easily just jump and dash.
Oh no.
Primal aphids. Fuck these guys.
Well, I got platforms to protect me.
How are those platforms doing now?
God, the double jump is a godsend.
Oh, isn't it? It's like, how did I even survive without this? Better standing on the middle platform and focusing on one for real quickness. Focus on one. You can hit them physically. Don't focus. Just jump up and smack them. Because they stand on the edge. You don't need to worry about the blades, Christian. That was just a nice little tidbit of useful information.
Hey, chill. Well, okay.
Go to
Well,
the
I
left.
can. No.
Oh yeah, switch up for him. So,
You said this one.
next. Soul Catcher increases the amount of soul you get when you hit enemies.
Ooh.
I mean, you don't cast spells very much though.
I feel like I would.
I mean, you can't. You can use the Soul Twister if you want, or Spell Twister.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
You just need to remember to use spells because they are very useful. You just don't. So go to the left. Isn't that very useful?
Yeah. Handy.
Like, oh well, thank you. You made me not have to walk alone. What? Go beat some dudes up.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm proud of you.
Your father would be proud. And he would be.
I was thinking about that, sort of. I was thinking about, so you of course know the Luke, I am your father thing from Star Wars. Everyone knows that. So, originally, that was not what they put in the movie.
Yeah,
Like
it's
in
like,
the
no,
promo.
I am your father, right?
No, it was, well, that's not, the actual quote is, no, I am your father, yes. But in the original, like, trailer and whatnot, and what was originally, like, said during recording was, no, Obi-Wan killed your father. Like, when Luke was
Really?
like, you killed my father, and Darth Vader would say, no, Obi-Wan killed your father. And Luke's like, no! Like, sadness, you know what I mean? The man who was his mentor killed his father. So then, George Lucas and, like, the director of the movie, like, so two guys came up to, Mark Hamill. Pretty sure that's it. And Mark Hamill was like, so, we're gonna tell you this. The actual line that's going to be in the final cut of the movie is not going to be, no, Obi-Wan killed your father. The final line of the movie will be, no, I am your father. And we're telling you this, and only you. So outside of the three of us, nobody will know this. So if this leaks, we'll know who it was.
I feel like
And they told him this like 2 years before the movie was supposed to release. So he had to keep that secret until the movie released. Or he'd have been like sued out of existence. And he was like in an interview, he was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
I feel like that information would hit a lot harder if I was actually in Star Wars.
That's true. I just thought it was like awesome. And that's part of why people were like so baffled, because like if that was in the trailer, then that's not what was in the trailer. You know,
Yeah, I know. I'm stupid though.
and any leaks about that scene were like, no, Obi-Wan killed your father, and so they were inaccurate leaks. And I remember in like the interview, Mark Hamill said that when they were at the premiere for the movie and that line came up, Carrie Fisher, who played Leia, turned and looked at him like, why the fuck was I not told about this? And they didn't tell her because she's bad at keeping secrets, kind of like Tom Holland. He is spoiled.
What did Tom Holland do?
He spoils many things.
Does he?
Yeah, like they don't tell him things anymore because he spoils it. Like there was he was doing like a live stream on Instagram, like an Instagram live, and he's like, yeah, I got this package from Marvel. Just take a look at it. And he opened it up, and it was a poster for the new Spider-Man movie. And he's like, oh man, this poster's so cool. Take a look at this. And then he grabbed the note and he was like, dear Tom, this is a poster for the latest movie. Do not show this to anyone.
Damn.
And he ended the live stream right away. And beyond
the damage was done.
Oh yeah, and even beyond that, they'll be like on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon or something, like with other cast members, and he'll be like, and blah 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 blah, and he'll say something offhand. It's like, oh wait, I wasn't supposed to say that. And he just gets himself in trouble by spoiling things a lot.
I feel like I'd be that type of person though.
Although then Mark Ruffalo was like, no, I'm going to be the biggest spoiler in Marvel. You can't have that title. And he was doing like an Instagram live once again. Instagram, horrible. Horrible thing. Like at the premiere of Infinity War. Yeah, at the premiere of Infinity War. And they were like, and the light started dimming. He was like, oh, the movie's starting. And he went to end the stream and put his phone in his pocket. But he didn't end the stream. He missed the button.
Oh.
So he just put his phone in his pocket, and the stream was still going while the
no.
movie was happening. And it was like he continued for the first 15 minutes of the movie before someone in the theater came up to him and was like, "You're live streaming this. You're live streaming you're spoiling the first 15 minutes of the movie." And he was like, "Oh, fuck," and just ended the stream. But once again, the damage was done.
Yeah.
Like those two, so they don't tell those two anything anymore. Like and they're not the only actors who've accidentally spoiled something, but they are the most prevalent. So they get their lines like on the day they're shooting them. Like I think in Infinity War, the only person who got the entire script of the movie was Benedict Cumberbatch, because Doctor Strange is like a wizard and is supposed to pretty much know everything, you know what I mean? Because he's protecting the whole world instead of just like New York. Mm-hmm. So he was the only actor who got the entire script of the movie. Everybody else got only their part, and even then, some of them only got like some of their part. And actually, I think a couple people got fake parts. Like
Really?
they got like their script contained fake scenes that wasn't actually happening just in case. You know what I mean? Because Disney was like, yeah, this is a problem. Or Marvel. I think it was before Disney bought it. Dude, I finished watching Loki last week or whatever, 2 weeks ago, and oh my god, it was awesome.
It's interesting.
I remember you watched the first.
I watched the first episode with you, and like I'm not even a Marvel fan, but it was interesting.
Mm-hmm. Dude, the final episode was awesome. Yeah, there are references that you wouldn't get, I think, and there's some things where it's like when spoiler alert. The final episode came out a while ago. Spoiler alert. Like in the first episode, remember when he opened the drawer to grab the Tesseract, and then there were a bunch of Infinity Stones just sitting in the drawer in a box? And the guy was like, yeah, some guys use them as paperweights. Like, you were like, wow, that's messed up. But it didn't hit as hard for you as for someone who'd been watching all the movies, like, religiously. You know?
Well, I know the Infinity Stones, like, are important.
Like, yeah, but that's your view on it. You're like, oh, those are pretty important, aren't they? As opposed to someone
like I knew that they were important as like there was only like one of them, but like
yes, but it didn't hit as hard for you. It's like, man, multiple movies will focus on a single Infinity Stone. Multiple wars have been fought over these things. Planets have been destroyed, and they've just got tons of all of them and are using them as paperweights. you didn't have the full context behind it. You know what I
mean? For some reason, I kept on thinking. I keep on thinking this is Mega Man, and that the spikes kill you like instantly.
They don't. They kill enemies instantly.
Evidently.
Which is nice. Jump to the side.
Yeah.
Now jump to the middle.
Stop.
Now fight. Yeah, like Loki is really good. And it's like fully created the multiverse for Marvel. You can just jump over him and he'll die. Kind of funny. You should use those speeds to use real quick though, because those guys are a pain in the ass. Also, have you noticed how you haven't used a single spell?
I switched my charm. When I'm low on health, I do more.
Oh, that one's kind of garbage.
Is it?
Yes, because then you only have 1 health.
Oh, is it only when I'm at 1 health?
Yeah, only when you're at 1 HP do you do more damage. This guy, you're better off waiting for him to jump, or for him to dive and then jumping down. See? So now you'll do extra damage, and then your healing goes away. It's garbage. Well, I say garbage. It has its uses. Like, certain playstyles work with it, but it's risky, you know what I mean?
Yeah, glass cannon.
Yeah, also you were waiting too long.
Yeah, for
what other,
getting better.
Check other genres. I didn't even know that one was 2. Honestly, I still think you'd be better off with either Soul Catcher or like 2 singles, you know what I mean? Like maybe Defender's Crest and Grub something. And then get Defender's Crest because it's the only other single you have that's combat worthy. Because you leave a cloud, a cloud trail that deals damage to enemies. It actually just stinks so bad that it hurts people. Oh, my neck. Felt good. Alrighty. That guy, he must not have much blood, because otherwise it would all be in his head. She's been hanging there for a while. I don't even think he has a name. I got blisters on the bottom of my feet from Taekwondo today. First time I've gone in a couple months. And I probably overexerted myself out of excitement because things have finally gone back to normal. And so my feet are like, yeah, no, we're not ready for this. Kind of getting lucky with parries there.
Yeah.
Parrying is a very underused feature in this game, but it is so useful. Like, seriously. Those guys you don't even have to jump over, you can just hit them like that. And you're good. You were doing good with that one, but you didn't follow up. If you take the initiative and stick them in the corner, then you can wipe them real quick. This is another enemy where Quick Slash is very useful against because your attack speed is like doubled. You definitely want to use more spells more often than you do. Especially like Descending Dive, the down attack, because that gives you invincibility for enemies. and it can have a pretty wide
How
range.
do I do that again?
Just jump up, point down, and spell button. Press B. See? Crap ton of damage. Spells are great. Just don't use them. Which, to be fair, I've only recently started using them efficiently. Just whatever playstyle you prefer, you know what I mean? Though some people play like only spells, some people play no spells, some people play a solid mix. I do a weak mix.
I hate you.
Yeah, they're the worst. I save.
Ah!
Saw it coming.
I can't shout that loud.
Why? This is why we do it at my place, where we're in a completely separate building from everybody else.
I know.
It's like, ah.
My dad's not even home, but my sister is. So
You
I don't want.
trouble.
Okay.
Well, granted, my dad's out of town too, so no trouble to be had. Yeah, we can keep doing this as long as you want, but I recommend at least beating the first one.
Yeah.
For the charm slot, because that's very good, and you get like 1,000 geo or something.
This older thing doesn't seem to be helping me.
And switch. It's only somewhat useful. It's just you don't have many useful charms at the moment. You know what I mean? Like you probably just want to stick with Soul Catcher. To the left.
Which one's the one where?
What?
So
You realize now you take double damage.
I know.
Alright.
I can try it.
Yeah, true.
I feel I've been getting pretty good. So.
You just gotta be careful because double damage. It hurts, especially if you get hit by dudes that deal 2 damage normally.
Yeah,
Then
but
you
this is
that's
like
all
a
you
godly
got.
combination. So.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful, especially when you have enough charms to get long nail as well. It's like when you watch me do when you watch me do the Colosseum, not the Colosseum, the Pantheon, and I'm like just clapping enemies like in under a minute. It's because I just get close and just get close to someone and go crazy. Isn't that speed beautiful?
Automatically doing a lot better.
It's now get those guys on the same side, and then yeah, do that. See, it's like a hot katana through soft butter. It's like, this is disgusting. It's like a toddler versus a karate master.
The best around. Nothing's gonna ever take that.
Yeah, you're destroying these guys. Now you're also like fighting better too overall, I think.
Then again, I am just kind of spamming.
Yes, but that's what quick slash allows you to do. You can just go crazy. Pretty much. So, I was about to say, don't throw a spell at him. Tap B. Tap B. Don't listen to me.
Okay, these guys are ranged, so I need to be a bit more careful. Okay, yeah, that one is. Ooh, okay, that one's harder.
You only have 3 hits now that you're overcharmed. It's difficult.
It is. It is.
You gotta play it smart. And honestly, I don't remember who the final boss of this is, but I'm pretty sure it's not easy. There might not be a boss. Actually, I do have a recommendation. So there is another ranged charm, you just don't own it. It's not as good as Mark of Pride, but it only costs 2 notches. So you could equip that and Quick Slash if you want. Do you want to do that, or do you want to keep trying for a bit?
Where's the other?
It's
charm?
Salubra.
Where? Like, how far away is it? Like, how long will it take?
Crossroads. You can take a stagway to get there.
No, I don't feel like taking a detour. I can probably beat the first one at least.
I believe you can. I honestly, I don't know how long it took me to beat the first trial. It took a good while because your combat skill has to get there. Honestly, we should do more focus on masks for you because you have like just over base health. I think.
That requires a lot of grinding, though.
No, just side quests. You know what I mean? The masks are getting all the mask shards requires a lot of side questing, and that's normally not your style, I think. But having a lot of hearts is incredibly useful. It's also very useful to fill up the soul vessel to increase your soul vessel. Granted, it did hold more precedence for me since I was like, yes, I want to get everything. I want to beat the game completely. Yeah, get him where it hurts. Hit him harder. Another item that you could use that would be very good is quick heal. It makes you heal faster, and it's very useful in like these fights. You don't have much time to heal, but you don't. It's also a 3-notch charm. So that's your biggest issue. Although I do think that Grim gives you a charm notch when you complete one of the things with the Grim Child charm. So maybe you could get one from him if you want to do that. Focus on that for a bit at some point. You know what I mean? You're good. Get English. The language that I speak.
What?
But not well. You're getting good at this part. You're getting more consistent, I would say. But the primal aphids, they are retarded. They are just overall hard to beat. You know what I mean? Especially when there's a bunch of people. Like this is you have to run that far away. You jump and attack real quick lag. That's how you beat him nice. See, now you're streamlining it. You're just like, suck it. Weirdo. What you need to do is get those guys low and jump above them and hit them into the spikes. Or that. Yeah, that double jump. Can you imagine how much harder this would be without that? Like, you eat shit. Like, I think the first time I came to the Coliseum, I didn't have double jump, and it was painful. It made surviving so much harder. Now, I will say, another feature that is very underused is the fact that you can sword jump off of spikes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's kind of tricky.
Yeah, you can do that on those spikes, but it is very hard.
Yeah.
Like, it's very much expert level, but it is something that you can in fact do. So if you're good enough, you don't just fall and die. You know what I mean? quick hits and then run away. Yep, that A54, because more guys are going to keep spawning. You're not going to have a good time to heal.
Oh my god, fuck this.
Jumping and dashing. It followed you.
Yeah. That's a tricky one.
It's a tough fight, but it's good. It's good for improving your skill, for sure.
Yes.
And there's very little risk in losing. There's like nothing really you can lose, you know what I mean? Because you get your money back pretty much right away. Unless you forget to grab your spirit and go to the next fight.
That would be like the worst thing ever.
Oh yeah, pretty much. It's like, oh, you had money, but now you don't, and you get to go into the next fight at a disadvantage. So unless you win, zero money. Because you don't get anything for beating these guys, not until you win. Oh boy, I'm tired. Bed at decent times. You know what I mean?
Lately, I've been staying up late on my phone.
Dude, I've been going to bed at like 4 consistently. 4. Like, it's just a problem.
That's not really your fault that you have work most of the time.
I mean, I get home late for sure. Sometimes I get home at like 3:30. But there are times when I get home at like midnight or 1 o'clock. But then I'm not tired.
Right.
And so I watch YouTube or something. But definitely too late. Different job. I was talking to Caroline the other day. I don't remember how the conversation came up, but it was like 3 years. She said something about like she had thought about being like an air stewardess, plane stewardess, because she needs to like travel and stuff, and like her accommodations would be covered by the airline for the most part, and she'd get to do a lot of traveling, which would be cool. And I brought up, I mentioned about how at one point in the past, I was like, maybe I could work on a cruise ship. That would be cool. You know what I mean? Working on a cruise ship would be sweet, because you get to travel the world, and you get paid. But you'd be like away from home like 10 months out of the year.
Yeah, the same thing with being like a train driver.
And Caroline was like, ooh, yeah, you could be like a bartender.
You could be like Mr. Mosby.
Yeah. And then Caroline said that, or maybe I said that, but that was said, and Caroline got all excited. Caroline's my sister, by the way, to you viewers. My younger sister. She was like, oh my god, I could totally imagine you being like a bartender on a cruise ship. That would be so cool. I think that's like your calling, Patrick. She got way overly excited, but she was like, oh my god, this was what you were born to do. Is be a bartender on a cruise ship. You could like chat up the ladies and stuff while you make the margaritas. I was like,
that's something Vince would say.
Oh yeah, Vince would be like, you'd get so much pussy. It was quite silly, but I was like, it would be cool. I get to travel, I get paid. I don't know about if I would make anything in tips. Working on a cruise ship would be sweet. And I probably wouldn't have to worry about rent. Although the internet would be like garbage. And you'd have to come with me so that we could still record videos. What would you even do? Like, if you could work on a cruise ship, what would you do for your job?
Like for me, or
Yeah.
just
What job would you choose to do working on a cruise ship?
Maybe just maintenance stuff, I guess. I'm good at that.
Yeah.
I'm not good with people either, so. Yeah, probably just maintenance stuff.
That would be cool to be the captain. Being captain is a lot of work and requires a lot of schooling, actually, I think.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, because I looked it up once. I was like, I want to be a captain. I want to be able to be addressed as Captain Patrick. But it's like you have to go to college for it or something, or take like maritime classes. And it's like, you have to also be in a boat. And it's like, well, this is a pain in the ass. I want to be a captain, but this is a lot of work and it's going to be expensive. So I'll just stick with being reverend. But yeah, in case y'all didn't know, I think you know, Christian, but I'm a ordained minister. I'm a reverend. I can marry people legally. I could just go up to a random people standing on the street next to each other and be like, I now pronounce you husband and wife, and it would be legal.
You should
make like a YouTube video of that. Just go up to
make like a 2015 prank video.
I now pronounce you husband and wife, and then like throw a certificate at them and run away.
And then the girl, like if it's like an actual boyfriend and girlfriend, like the girl's like, oh my god!
And the guy's like, wait a minute, what? He was planning on dumping her.
Yeah.
Fuck. That'd be kind of jacked up.
Yeah.
Also, I have a feeling that some people would like chase me down, or they'd just be like, whatever. Nobody would believe that I was in somebody's stare. Those guys keep blocking you. Honestly, I think you're better off doing the rotation one on them, because since they block like the first shot, you know.
They block those shots anyway.
But that one attacks multiple times, so then their shield will drop by the time, and you'll get a couple hits in. Dude, you're getting smacked. What are we doing for food?
Did you not have dinner?
No, I brought Pringles.
It was 8. I think it was. I had pho like at 6.
I haven't eaten.
I don't think Danielle's eaten either.
Yeah, the Pringles I brought, quote unquote, were just happened to be in my car because we've been super busy the past couple days. And like haven't had time for me to make myself like a sandwich or a pizza or anything. So while I was getting gas, I got myself 2 cans of Pringles, and then I would stick them in the cup holder and open them up and grab a Pringle while I was on deliveries and just eat. And I had an extra can, and so I was like, I'll bring it in. That's exactly what I did. They were good. But I've eaten nothing today, actually. Oh my god, I've eaten nothing today. Maybe I had a popsicle. Technically, I had a popsicle today.
Oh my god, I fucking...
You got flashed. So when you're flashing like that, I'm pretty sure you have invincibility. Dude, he shot you in the ankle like Achilles.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow to the knee, yeah.
Don't you mean to the me?
To the me, yeah. Sakurai himself posted that.
What a man.
He didn't post the arrow to the me joke, but he posted a picture of the Skyrim guy with an arrow in his knee.
Pretty funny anyway.
Yeah.
I was thinking about something, but I forgot. Oh yeah, I've been playing Pokemon Heart Gold lately. Because I think you know, but I had Soul Silver, and I beat it a while ago. Like I beat Red, and I tell you what, that was freaking hard. Especially since his Pokemon are like 80 to 90. and the highest level wild Pokemon in the game is like 45 to 50. So like, you expect me to grind to level 80 minimum on level 45 and 50 Pokemon? Like, the only other option is to just repeatedly fight the Elite Four, but that takes forever. It's like, man, this is ridiculous. And so I finally beat Red, and I got myself Groudon, because that's one of the post-game things you can get in Soul Silver. Well, apparently if you get Heart Gold, and you do that post-game, you get Kyogre. And then, if you put both of them in one game, you can get Rayquaza. So, I got Heart Gold, and I was like, I'm gonna get Rayquaza.
I was about to say, in the Gen 3 Pokerap, they get like a lot of names wrong, and they call it Kyogre Kyogre.
Kyogre! I mean, kind of how it looks, so I can see it. Kyogre. Sounds like how someone would say it like in Spanish.
Kyogre.
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 It's better than Ash calling it Rayquaza.
A lot of people say Rayquaza.
Except it's wrong.
Your opinion is wrong.
It's literally Rayquaza. Like, that's how it's spelled and pronounced. That Y exists. If the Y wasn't there, maybe they would have a point.
I remember having an argument with someone about the way they said Groudon. They pronounced it Groudon.
That's just stupid.
It is, because, like, okay, so I was like, okay, so when you say, hey, look at the ground, you say, hey, look at the ground.
That's basically...
And he was just like...
He said yes.
He was just like, well, I mean, no. And we were like, yeah.
That's why it's Groudon.
But yeah, people mispronounce Pokemon names all the time.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking Pokemon names.
It doesn't help that the big ones don't actually say their name. They just roar. Remember in the Jirachi movie when there was like a fake Groudon that was also a tentacle monster?
Oh, yeah.
That was weird. How'd that even come about? Was it a guy was like, I wish Groudon? And it was like, oh, this is horrible. And then it like, the tentacle monster started tentacling things to his childhood crush girlfriend. And he was like, no, this isn't what I wished for. And then, like, friendship made it, and love made it go away.
That was a good movie, though. I remember liking that movie.
It's been so long since I've seen it. But yeah, it was a good movie. We should, like, do a marathon of the Pokemon. We need to...
I did at one point.
I remember we were planning... that the origin of Guys Weekend was that... which is something we do once a month-ish, give or take. Was that we were going to have a Pokemon marathon of the entire show. Like, of the entire series, start to finish, including movies. And we finished Pokemon Indigo League, and then did nothing else. Because we were like, that's something...
No, we didn't even finish Pokemon Indigo League.
True.
Remember, like, only half the series is on Netflix.
Yeah, because they took out a bunch of episodes, so then we found it online, like, the entire complete series, so we're going to watch that. And then we just never finished.
And the thing is, if you look on the Pokemon website, like the official Pokemon website, those episodes are listed in just that era. Like, they have a list of all the episodes, and it's just those episodes.
The ones that they do on Netflix, or the ones that they cut out?
The ones on Netflix. Just those ones, not all the rest.
That's weird.
It is. Actually, it was a long time ago when I looked that up, so I'm not sure if it's changed since then.
But, yeah. And then we never finished it. We still should finish that. It would be
Granted, it's One Piece levels of long.
True. And,
at this point, it is.
And it gets harder as time goes on because, like, we have work and stuff. Now, we could always be like, hey, I'm gonna take, like, a week off of work. And once you're done with school, actually, that'll make it even easier. Because then we can both just be like, hey, boss, I'm gonna take a week off for vacation, and then we just go to one of our houses and do nothing but watch Pokemon for a week. Actually, it would be longer.
Yeah, I'm not as into Pokemon as I once was. Is the problem.
Neither of us are. It's still something I want to do, but it would have to be like when I rekindled
I tried to. I marathoned the. I took breaks in between, like with like certain series. Like, actually, sometimes I didn't. I remember I was on like the 3rd season of Diamond and Pearl, but I really wanted to watch the Sinnoh League, and like I just skipped to that part, and it was honestly probably the best league, in my opinion.
I love
because although it was kind of stupid at the end, because there's one guy named Tobias, he had a Darkrai that no one could defeat, and then Ash on his 3rd Pokemon or on his 4th Pokemon, Sceptile beat him, but then he pulled out a Latios.
What? That guy is obviously the player.
He had the action replay.
Forget the action replay. He was just around for all the events. He was the old guy playing Pokemon in the world. He was the old guy playing the kids' game.
I gotta show you that at some point. It's so fucking. It really is.
That's why in the video games it's illegal to use legendary mythical Pokemon in like the battle frontier, because it's like, you're on your 4th of 6 Pokemon and you finally defeated my legendary. Now for my 2nd legendary.
Pretty much.
It's just not fair, because their stats are like, you've leveled up once. Here's +5 to all of your stats, which were already like double the average Pokemon stats. It's ridiculous. Back to how we started this conversation, I think, because I've been playing Pokemon Heart Gold lately, so I can get Rayquaza. And I've been running around, leveling my team pretty evenly, and I hatched that Togepi egg, you know, that you can get, and it was level 7, and I was in a cave or something, and there was a sand shrimp, and I was like, Metronome, just for fun, and I got Sacred Fire, which is Ho-Oh's signature move. It's a level 7 Togepi against a level 8 sand shrimp. It was annihilated. It was kind of sad. Then the next wild Pokemon I encountered, I was like, Metronome again, because it worked. I got Draco Meteor. It's like, first I get one of the most powerful Fire-type moves, then I get one of the most powerful Dragon-type moves. This is not okay. This was a level 6 Zubat, and it was like turned into a smudge.
I'm really bad at dodging.
It's something that... It's kind of like a really niche feature that you just have to get used to, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Well, not niche, but it's just not many games. Ooh, my neck. Ooh.
Yeah. What's your favorite Pokemon series? Like in the anime?
Ooh.
I think it's tough.
In the anime, it's like really tough.
It's just like, the thing is...
Better question. Who's your favorite companion?
Ooh. I mean, Brock's at the top. Brock's probably at the top.
Yeah, Brock.
Like in top 3.
Yeah, Brock's awesome.
I also really liked Serena when I first watched it, because
we say that because she had a crush on Ash, and we were like, it's about fucking time.
And
our boy's down bad. It's been 20 years.
I was so like into ships. Still kind of am.
That's probably why people like Serena, because it's like everybody's always shipping Ash with someone.
It's true.
Finally, Nintendo was like, all right, we'll ship him with someone. We'll give him a girlfriend.
I also really like the X and Y cast was actually pretty good. I really like Clement and Bonnie. They were really good.
They were okay. I liked Silent from Black and White, but he was basically Brock, but like French.
Yeah.
That's maybe why I like him. And that's a wonderful feature in a man. Black and White overall was like bad.
It was problem with
it was a soft reset, but they did it poorly. Iris was always like, "You're such a kid." It's like you're a year older than him.
So basically,
and they made Pikachu like
there was a scrapped like plot line arc, which had like it had to do with like Team Plasma and stuff, and it was supposed to get like really dark, but then like an earthquake, like a really bad earthquake happened in Japan, and like part of the scenes had like a bunch of buildings getting destroyed and shit.
So they're like, too real.
It's happened a lot actually. Like I think something happened with like the Tentacruel episode from in Indigo League in 9/11.
I don't think anything happened with that. It still destroys.
I don't know. I think
I do remember it getting kind of dark with Team Rocket like succeeding, which is like, this is wrong. Team Rocket doesn't succeed. Jesse
what
and
do you
James
mean?
are in black and white. Remember Jesse and James like changed their outfits and started doing a good job.
that was only like in the first like half of the episodes.
Yeah, in the first half of the series, they were good at their job, and then they were like, never mind.
Not even half. Like the first 10 episodes.
Remember when they like took over the rail line and kidnapped Pikachu successfully? It was like,
There's little like little nuggets of good in black and white.
yeah, like I remember when they in the final episode when Pikachu did that Electro Ball after getting fucking struck by lightning, and it was like as big as an island. I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. But then it was like, why can he absorb lightning now? But in the first series, when he got struck by lightning, he fucking almost died. Remember? And then they saw.
I don't know. I haven't saw all of black and white.
Yeah.
Or seen all of black and
He
white.
got struck by lightning from like Thundurus, and then Pikachu was like, "Ooh, I feel good. I feel tingly." And then he used an Electro Ball that like was the size, literally, it was the size of an island. And when he used it, it destroyed the island that they were on. It like.
And people say
liquefied.
Pikachu started at level 5 in the series.
Oh, he
Granted.
he lost to a level 5 Snivy.
Granted, he lost his electricity, I think. Somehow.
But he still lost. Well, I remember he got off the frickin' boat in Unova, just immigrated,
the
and he was
fucking rival in that series. I think
He
his
was
name was.
annoying.
I think his name was Trip.
something like that. Yes, he was so.
But he
annoying.
was basically just Paul, but worse.
Yeah, he was so annoying.
He was like
I hated him.
he was just Paul, but it's like he was
just an asshole.
he was so stupid. Like Paul was actually good. Paul actually had character.
Yeah.
And I like that because he was a dick. He threw out Chimchar, and then Ash was like, "Here, Chimchar, come with me." Ash raised him into Infernape, and then he fucking beat Paul in the finals. That's such a good scene.
But yeah, Paul was pretty cool. He was like, oh, whatever. But he was cool. Trip was like, whatever. Go back to the boonies. Like, the only thing special about you is you have a rare Pokemon.
Actual 4Kids dialogue.
It was stupid. But what happened? Pikachu lost his electricity or something because he got off the boat in Unova, just immigrated, and then Zekrom was like, fuck this rat, and struck him with lightning. And then all of a sudden Pikachu couldn't use his electricity. He was like overcharged, which doesn't make sense. I don't think that's how it works. And then, even if Pikachu couldn't use his electricity, Pikachu has gone through like 5 Elite Fours. He should be he's level 100 at this point. A level 5 Snivy can't touch him. The max damage it can do is 1. And anything Pikachu did to it should have killed it. You know what I mean? It was just poorly written. Like, if they'd made it so that Ash had caught a Pokemon there, and then he fought Trip with only that Pokemon and lost, that would have been acceptable. But Pikachu losing to a brand new Snivy and a brand new trainer, that's just stupid.
Oh my god, yeah, that was so stupid. I forgot he was a new trainer.
He had just gotten Snivy, and he was like, Ash was like, hey, want to battle for fun? And Trip was like, fuck you, I'ma kick your ass. And then when Ash was like, Pikachu, use Thunderbolt, and Pikachu didn't, Trip was like, don't try and use fake moves that your Pokemon doesn't know.
Oh my
I was
god,
like,
I want to stab this kid,
I was
man.
so mad. It's like, dude, he came from another continent. He's been to 5 continents. His Pokemon probably knows the move.
Exactly, that was so...
Trip was just stupid.
He was probably the worst. One of the worst characters.
I think he was the worst rival of all. Like,
Yeah.
Barry was annoying, and Diamond and Pearl.
I liked Barry.
Barry's annoying in the games.
I'm
Like,
gonna find you.
Like, oh my god, Barry's annoying in the games. But Trip was the fucking worst. I hated Trip.
Yeah.
I always couldn't wait until Ash kicked his ass. And
It's
didn't
just-
Ash always manage to lose to him?
Did he?
I
don't
don't
know.
remember.
It's been a long time.
I feel like he somehow always lost or barely won. And Trip was always like, whatever. It's like, see, you're still weak, or it's like, whatever, you beat me by luck. You know what I mean? Kind of like how Silver is in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That guy's a piece of shit. Like, just because your dad is a failed criminal, actually not failed, but just because your dad used to be head of the criminal underworld, doesn't make you hot shit.
That actually brings up a good thing. Have you seen Pokemon? I want to say it's called Pokemon Generations.
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen
It's like a really like, it's a bunch of like short episodes, like five.
Yeah,
it's like
like
4 or
shorts.
5 minutes, like shorts,
Yeah.
and it's like stuff that happens within each of the regions. It's actually pretty cool.
And about like red and stuff and like silver and just like the game, like the characters of the region.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon Origins is another good one.
Yeah, I think that was on the list of like for the marathon. It just, we never got that far. Dude, so I was, you might know this, you might not. I was playing a Pokemon emulator, a ROM hack called, oh gosh, it was called Storm Silver. The ROMs are Storm Silver and Sacred Gold or something. They're pretty awesome. They were made recently, I think, or somewhat recently. They've got updated Pokedexes, and the story is like, this is the Johto and Kanto region 5 years after the time frame of like Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So it's happening like 5 years later, and Pokemon from the new regions have migrated to, I don't know what like Pokemon from other regions have migrated here. So now you've got Pokemon from Gen 4 and Gen 5 and I think even Gen 6 games. Like they've made it so that there are fairy type Pokemon in the game. Like they've updated it like that. It's pretty cool. And they've got like updated move sets and whatnot. And I think all trainer Pokemon and all trainers and gym leaders have tournament-ready Pokemon with like perfect IVs. And their levels are all higher than the original games. It's basically Pokemon Heart mode. And I tell you what, it is, because like there's like the second encounter with your like childhood friend Lyra. She's like, hey, let's battle. And you're in like Goldenrod City, and she throws out a level 23 Ninetales that knows Flamethrower. And it fucking like wiped my team. It was like my team were like 20 to 25, and there were 4 of them. And like the Ninetales wiped me, all of them. It was retarded. And then the emulator glitched, and it went back before that happened, so I beat it. I was like, I'm glad I went. But it's very difficult. But you can get every single Pokemon in all the games. It's kind of awesome. Like naturally, even legendaries. And I was running through it, and at some point I actually got a Glaceon really early on because you meet Cynthia, like you know when you go to Dr. Mr. Pokemon or whatever, and to get like the egg for Professor Oak, or Professor Elm. Well, Cynthia's like, hey there, and I'm like, nice. And she gives you an egg, and it's an Eevee, which is awesome.
That reminds me of like a funny moment from Black and White where Cynthia was there, and then they were going to like a gym or something, and then Cynthia was like, "Let's go." She was like, "But wait, there's something important I must do first." And Ash was like, "What?" And it was all super dramatic, and she went to like fucking get ice cream or
Yes,
something.
in Black and White. Yes.
Yeah.
I thought you meant in the games, which Cynthia is there, and you can battle her, and her Pokemon are all like level 65, and it's like, oh, this isn't okay. And she's also like, which bikini should I wear? And I'm like, she puts all pixels.
Sanji.
I mean, Cynthia is freaking god. She's the best champion, and like
She
best
really
wife.
is.
Cynthia is, to this day, the only Pokemon trainer in any game, champion, gym leader, or otherwise, to have an entire team of Pokemon with perfect IVs. She's the only one. Which is part of why she's so hard. But so Cynthia gives you an egg for an Eevee, and I was like, the next gym is flying type, so I'm gonna make the Eevee ice type. I'm gonna get a Glaceon. And then I was like, man, this Glaceon doesn't work. And I pretty much only used Glaceon, and I got it to like level 100 really quick. But then I only used Glaceon, and I got to Red. Like, I beat the Elite Four and got to Red, only having a level 100 Glaceon, and all my other Pokemon were like level 30 to 40. It was like, well, this sucks. Maybe I can beat him. His Pokemon are like 80 to 90. No. In Pokemon Storm Silver, I forgot that all trainers have higher level Pokemon that are tournament ready Pokemon. Abilities, EV, natures, all of it. They're perfect. Well, I don't know about Ivy, but they're perfect for tournaments. It's kind of not fair. So Red's Pokemon were tournament ready ability wise and nature wise. And moveset wise, actually. And they were all like 90 minimum. He wiped me like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I'd level 95 Charizard. My Glaceon is not gonna win this. It was jacked up.
Have you seen any of Pokemon?
Yeah, played. You tried to be fancy.
Yeah. Have you seen any of Pokemon Journeys, like the new series?
I'm not. That's the one that's basically still in the Kalos region or whatever, right?
Mostly, yeah. They actually go back to like all the regions. They meet other characters that they previously met.
I think I remember seeing like a thing on YouTube. It's like, Dawn's back, everything's okay.
Oh my
now.
god, I got so excited, but at the same time, I'm not into Pokemon. Yeah,
I
the
love
art.
the
I hate the art style. Like in Sun and Moon, like the Pokemon designs kind of like Pokemon Journey started. They fixed the Pokemon designs for the most part.
But
The character's
design's
still
bad.
It's mostly just Ash.
Well, yeah. Everybody else looks fine because that's just how they've always looked. But Ash is like, why?
No,
is he
no,
so
no. But
round?
even previous characters like Karina or Iris or Dawn. Well, that was in Sun and Moon.
True,
but
when
yeah,
they brought
same.
Misty and Brock, it's like they're so round, I don't like it. Like, they made them soft. They used to be sharp, but then they made them round.
I want the old art so bad. So.
Yes, it was good.
I just wish they would get rid of Ash altogether. Like, I feel like they've said all they needed to say about it.
They haven't said anything about it. They're never
Well,
gonna
the
get rid of
series
him.
at least.
Yeah. They're never gonna get rid of him.
Like, he finally won the league.
Barely, didn't it? Was like his Pokemon fell asleep and the guy was like, I win, and he left.
I don't remember. I didn't watch it.
I'm pretty
admittedly.
sure that's what happened. Like, Charizard or something fell asleep. And so the guy was like, I win, and he left. And then Charizard woke up and they were like, Ash wins! The guy left. And that was it. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it happened.
Yeah.
Something happened like that, and it was like, this is retarded. Also, the fact that Ash had to bring back Charizard to win. Like, he has no other Pokemon, does he? I think they've done that a couple times, actually. They've brought Charizard back for, like, gym fights or something, things like that in later generations. It's the worst, I'm telling you. Right now, are we going on this episode?
That probably a good idea. Yeah, thanks for watching and all that.
See y'all next time.